In the last 6 months, without mentioning names, on my Patreon, I have sent 3 people to AA. If they want to write something on Patreon or go to Twitter and write something that I sent them, they were like, I'm lost, I don't know what to do. And I got it from Rich Voss, because I hang out with Rich and I talk to Rich, and I know that deep into the pandemic, Rich, I would meet him for lunch, and he would tell me that he would do Zoom meetings for AA. So I told all these people, anybody who contacted me over the pandemic, whether on Patreon or Facebook or Twitter or on Instagram, I told them all the same thing. I go, you got to hit a meeting. And people were like, why a meeting? Why not rehab? Man, again, this is one man's opinion who has been a fucking criminal and a fucking drug addict all his fucking life. I think rehab sometimes it's a force. What I mean it's a force that's making you go in there. I think that 80% of people that go to rehab don't want to really get clean. They just go to rehab because they have to, because of a DUI or something happened or whatever. 20% of those people are people that woke up one morning and said, fuck, I can't suck 12 dicks anymore. I need to go to a fucking rehab. I can't put myself in this position. And they go in there and they give it a New York fucking try. But you know what the statistics are? Not fucking bueno. Not fucking bueno. Over the years, when I got out of prison, I accepted that I was going to keep doing cocaine. I got sick and tired of quitting. You just get sick and tired. This is the last time I'm snorting coke. I'll never do this again. I'm going to be a better man. And 2 days later, you're back in the bag. It's a broken fucking record, and I'll raise my hand. I was the king of it. So I just said, this is not going to work. I'll just try to do everything in moderation. And when it comes to cocaine, there's no moderation, because you don't stop until you're fucking broke, So for a guy like me, I know all about getting clean, what you're feeling, what you're not feeling. And I knew one thing for me. I knew that November 8, 2007, when I stopped doing cocaine, the first thing that happens when you get sober is you think about it. And you look at yourself and you judge yourself and you say to yourself, there's no way I could do a day without cocaine. There's no way I'm going to make it through that wedding without a drink. There's no way I can make it through a day of work without smoking pot. When you think about getting sober, there's no way you see it happening in your mind. And that's where you lose. That's where you lose. When you don't see it happening is where you lose. How do I know? You're looking at it. I tried to quit 80,000 fucking times, but you don't really want to. You don't really want to. You're just lying to yourself. You're just yesing yourself to death. And I'm the king of doing that. I could yes myself to death for fucking years. And that's why I did blow for 27 fucking years. And the last 7, trust me, every time I did a line, it was hard. The last 7 years, from 2000 to 2007, I was just snorting out of snorting. I didn't want to snort, but I had no other options. It was, I can't describe to you what a dark place I went into in 2006 and 2007. I went into the darkest place I've ever been in my life. And then I added heroin to the fucking mix. And that summer of 2007, I don't even fucking remember that summer. I don't even fucking remember it, But when I decided not to snort coke, I took unconsciously and consciously, I took what I had learned over the years from AA and NA and applied it to me in my journaling. Did I go to a few meetings? I'm not going to lie to you. I went to a few meetings in California. I went to a few meetings in Hollywood. I think I went to like maybe 1 meeting in Hollywood and maybe 2 in the Valley. And I didn't think that they would help me. I didn't think that they would have the impact on me of me journaling. Listen, guys, let's face it. You have to think about who you are. I'm a stand-up comic. That means I have the balls to go up in front of a brick wall with a microphone by myself in front of strangers. I was an only child. I love to snort coke by myself. I love to smoke pot by myself. I'm the type of guy, I like to eat by myself. I like to do shit by myself. I enjoy myself. Do you know what I'm saying? So the whole group thing, I think that's why it didn't work out for me. It wasn't because, you know, I didn't want to be a friend of John's or whatever. No, that's not the fact. I didn't think the group thing would work for me. But I think it works for 70 to 80% of people when you really think about it and apply the steps. I have probably in my life right now, I got to tell you, I have 10 people who are lifelong NA or AA people, you know, and I don't mean to put Rich Voss's life on, you know, but I talk to him a lot and I see his passion for it. You know, I have another dear friend that I know since the 6th grade. We just spoke last week. I checked in with him because I knew he had to go to rehab in January. You know, he relapsed after, you know, this pandemic was rough on people. He was home all alone. He's got no wife, no fucking kid. You know, he's my age. His job made him fucking sit at the house and do the work. So he eventually relapsed. He caught himself. He put himself in a voluntary detox. He went to a rehab for 2 weeks, and he signed himself out and got into the program, and he's doing great. And he said something to me last week that was fucking interesting. He said that God is a gentleman, that if you invite God into your life, he'll come in, but he's a gentleman. He'll never fucking mingle unless you invite him. At first, I wanted to hang up on him. I thought he was crazy. But then, listen, I'm the type of guy that I don't care what you need to do to get there. I don't care what you need to do. If you need to drink 22 fucking Alpha Brains a day, when I got off cocaine, Alpha Brain really helped me. I went on Alpha Brain. I remember telling Rogan one night, the Alpha Brain is really helping me now that I'm not on cocaine. He looked at me like, are you fucking crazy? It's the truth. It really helped me when I first got off cocaine. My mind was missing something. Something was not right with my mind. It wasn't firing. And that's how I got introduced to Alpha Brain, through Marcus and the whole thing. And that's how I fell in love with it. And that's why I don't tell this to a lot of people. This is the first time I've disclosed this. But when I quit cocaine, my brain was fucking shot. And one day we were on the road, and Rogan had a couple of fucking shroom techs, Alpha Brains, and I took a couple of Alpha Brains, and I went home, and I'm like, this makes me feel a lot better since I got off the coke. And I went on an Alpha Brain for like 6 fucking months until I felt fucking normal again. I mean, this is what you need to do.